So we're 5 hours away from the Scotland kick-off against Haiti, and I thought I'd give my line-up prediction. This is the team that I would pick, and this is the team I think he will pick. Let's get straight into it. I think he'll go with Angus Gunn in goals. I think that he's just left Nottingham Forest there. He's not played a lot of game time last year. However, he seems to be Steve Clarke's number one. He plays in all the qualifiers. He seems to be the man that Steve Clarke will pick behind the sticks, and I'm not against that, to be honest. We've got 3 goalkeepers get into this tournament who have not played a lot of matches and stuff, but at the end of the day, I think Angus Gunn is a top level goalkeeper. I think he will go into play at a higher level. Who knows where he'll end up? I would take him at Celtic, to be honest, because we are hopefully in the market for a goalkeeper. I would take Angus Gunn, but let's hope he has a good tournament. I don't believe that the fact he's not played a lot of matches will be a big kind of factor in this. It's different for goalkeepers. You know, I think it will be okay. I think he will perform okay when he's called upon. Might not have a lot of work to do tonight against Haiti, which I'm hoping, you know, but they're still probably a dangerous team that we're guilty of possibly underestimating, but let's hope that's not the case. But yeah, Angus Gunn in goal. Right back, I think it pretty much picks itself. I think it'll be Aaron Hickey. Good wee player, plays for Brentford. He's already had the experience of being over in Italy. He started off at Hearts. He's played a good number of Scotland games now. I think that Aaron Hickey will be the man right back for Scotland, which I'm not against. I think he's a pretty decent player, and that's no kind of a position I'm worried about. Like I say, I think that picks itself. I don't think that will be up for contention. I think the centre halves, as we go on to them, I think that they are up for contention. I think Scott McKenna, I think he will start the game. Good player. Another one that's went abroad now. You know, he played for Aberdeen for a good number of years. He's also had quite a few Scotland caps now. He's got the experience there. I think he won the league title in the country he was playing in last season and stuff, so he'll be getting into this tournament with a bit of momentum after a bit of success. So I think Scott McKenna will start, and then the next one is really kind of debatable. Is it going to be Jack Henry, who he's over in Saudi, and I'm sure at the moment he's had a decent enough career since he's left Celtic, to be honest, but I think he might go with John Souttar. I think John Souttar might get the nod on this one. I know that he's not been playing a lot for Rangers over the last few months, but I think Souttar might get the nod. But it could be Jack Henry, or it could be even Grant Hanley, who knows. But I'm going to say it'll be John Souttar. Left back, again, that's an obvious one. It's going to be Andy Robertson, the captain. I think this is a very, very big tournament for Andy Robertson. I don't think he's performed particularly well in a Scotland jersey in quite a while, to be honest with you. I think he needs to step up to the mark, and this is his time now. You know, he's got to get into a big World Cup. He's just moved to Spurs after a very, very successful period at Liverpool where he won multiple trophies and that. He is a fantastic player, but he needs to prove it a wee bit more, in my opinion, in a Scotland jersey, and this is exactly the right time to do it. Then we go to the midfield. I think he'll pick Ryan Christie in the number 6 position. I'm a big fan of Ryan Christie. He did get slaughtered for his last season at Celtic. He does his shoot and stuff like that, but he was just playing a terrible Celtic side at that point, you know, and everybody was getting criticised, and quite rightly so. Ryan Christie has proved since he's left Celtic that he is a top level performer at the highest league in the world. You know, he's done a fantastic job for Bournemouth. They've put him into a number 6. He did start as like a number 8 position, and also played in the wings and that for Celtic and stuff as well, but he now seems to be, you know, adopted that number 6 position. He plays it very, very well for Bournemouth, so I think he'll be in there. Ahead of him, I think that Scott McTominay will play on the left. You know, kind of obviously not an out-and-out left-sided player, but he will probably play slightly to the left where he can come inside and swap over and stuff like that. I was at a night with Gordon Strachan last week, and he said that, you know, it's like people might say it's the left, but you know, it'll be kind of interchangeable. You know, players will come inside, McTominay will go out, and they'll kind of, sometimes you don't need the width, you can play through the middle and that. So I think McTominay will play there. I think Ben Doak will be on the right, who's a fantastic player, very exciting, the guy that can take on some defenders, make things happen for Scotland, and create chances for the attackers and stuff like that. Let's hope he'll maybe nick in with a goal tonight, who knows. But I think Ben Doak will play on the right, and then I think John McGinn will play as kind of number 9, to be honest. Number 10, sorry. I think he'll play in the number 10 position. I think he'll kind of in the kind of midfield position, but also latching onto balls that come into the box, and that hopefully is a number 10 position and stuff. And then I think he'll play Shankland, and I think he'll play Che Adams up front, which I'm really, really hoping for. 2 strikers. You've got to go for it. You've got to show a bit of ambition, in my opinion. This is Haiti we're talking about. It's no Brazil, it's no Morocco. We've got to go off to a good start. He's got to start with Lawrence Shankland, who scored loads of goals in Scotland last season. Very, very good player. He's just got his dream move to Rangers and that, so he'll be full of confidence. You've got to play him. Che Adams, again, very good player. He plays in Italy at the moment. He's had a very successful career down in England, and then moving over to Italy. I think he's a very good player. And I just hope that he starts with the two of them tonight. We've got to go for it. We've got to show a bit of ambition. The last few tournaments under Steve Clarke has been disappointing for the fact being he's been too negative in my opinion. There's been games there that have been there for the winning and he's not taking them. So we've got to show a wee bit of ambition. I know that it's Haiti, so we've got to go and do that against Morocco as well next week. I think we've got to go about and do the exact same thing. But we've got to get off to a good start tonight. Tonight is a must win in my opinion. If we don't win tonight, we can really kiss qualifying through this group goodbye in my opinion, because I do not think if we get beat off Haiti or if we drop points against Haiti, I don't think we'll have the confidence to go and beat Morocco. I think if we beat Haiti, we'll have the confidence to go and take something off Morocco, but if we don't do that, I think we'll be in trouble. So let's hope for a 4-4-2. There might be one or two changes to that. He might go for, the back three with, Tierney. He might play Tierney, he might play McKenna, he might play Hickey, and then play the wing backs, Andy Robertson and stuff like that. But I'm hoping for a 4-4-2. I want the two up front. I want to score goals. I want to make it a convincing victory. I want to light up the World Cup by scoring some goals, and let's not be negative. Let's just go for this tonight, and I hope everybody's a fantastic night who's watching this. And come on to Scotland. Let's hope we're talking tomorrow about a very convincing Scotland victory.